This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your card up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
All right, guys, let's take us some ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Just Freakin Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travis Steve.
And I am the faction slayer and the trios champion of IPW, 1/3, of course, Nubby, the Amazing Turtle.
And I am the king of combat, the top of the food chain, Apex.
Okay,
I thought that was fine.
I think that's great. I think that was I think that was good. Good for you.
I
guys.
got distracted by the motorcycle.
What? What?
There was a motorcycle outside.
You like, squirrel.
Hey, I did that. Did that to Tommy.
Oh my god. All right, guys, we're back. We're gonna be talking about some, give or take 11 shows happened that we got to talk about.
They'll be mentioned. Some of these will just be mentioned.
Well, and that's why, over on Facebook, when I do the This Week On, I do recaps and highlights because we really don't know what we're going to be able to obtain from the shows and stuff that happened over the course of last week. Because the thing is, we can only do what is provided to us. So,
Exactly.
I know we at least have IBWF. You guys are both there. Nubby, I'm guessing you're at ARWPRO Pro.
Yes, I do.
Cool. Then all the other stuff will kind of be what we could grab and obtain ourselves. So, and now of course we have the match card for CSW, which Nubby always has as well. And yeah. So, I don't know. Pax, let's start with IBWF. Why not? Let's do that.
IVWF. Well, that was this past Saturday at the Legion Hall at Ottawa, Illinois. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was some complications with the show, but we were able to pull it off. Just so everyone knows that the management figure that has been doing all the behind the scenes stuff and controlling matches, surprise everybody, it's Apex. I've been trying to keep the secret for a while. I know, mind blown right now. It was announced we debuted the show, but after our pre-show showcase, which I'll go over those matches, Disco Ray actually introduced the new general manager of IVWF, which is myself. With everyone knowing that I've been on the shelf, I've been looking for things and more opportunities have popped up my way, commentating with you at SCW, Travis, as well then as now apparently being a general manager of a new wrestling company. So a lot of fun, a lot of challenges. I'm looking forward to more of the opportunity on this one. So
yeah. And for anyone out there who sits there and says, well, anybody can be a general manager, this proves it.
I was really hoping you'd give me a little more credit here, but
this just proves anyone can do it. That's it. It was something that was an honor held by folks like me, Nubby.
Yeah. Nubby's been. We've all been general managers. Crazy.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Hey, who should be GM? Apex." And it's like, Okay, cool. To me, it's like, hey, congratulations, you're honorary oos.
Yeah.
So good job, man.
When stuff
You're
goes
Sami Zayn.
wrong, I guess it falls on my shoulders. So
And that's what it is. And
that's
that's what it is. It's like we need somebody to blame.
Yeah, and who better
We
than the
need
guy
somebody.
that usually is in the ring beating up people that can't do a damn thing right now about it. So
That's
why
right.
not? Why not?
That's right. That's
So,
usually how that works. Yeah.
Um,
But good for you, man. Good for
hey,
you.
appreciate it. Hope the fans enjoy what's coming up because we do have a lot of stuff coming up soon. We were originally going to be inside the Legion Hall. And that had to change last second, and we wound up having an outside show. And somebody was thrown into a dumpster. And then there was some actually, it was really good wrestling involved in this show. So I will say one thing, that was a huge success. There was a ton of great matches. Everybody that was there brought it, and the fans that were there loved every second of it. So I will consider it a huge success for something that was a little more impromptu and kind of had to find somewhere to go at the last second. So we do thank the Legion Hall out in Ottawa for having us. We were welcomed back. Unfortunately, it was bingo night there, so we couldn't have the upstairs room, but the upstairs room was available to us for later use, which is much bigger and can seat a little bit more. So pre-show started at 6. We actually started off with a showcase. One of the kids from Wrestle League, Mouse, and another new up-and-comer, which I do feel bad I did not catch his name. They did not provide entrance music. It just kind of was something we allowed them to have an opportunity to get in the ring, get in front of some fans, almost like a high voltage, except for not as great as what we do at
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You had a guy come in to showcase himself, and you didn't give him entrance music?
He did not provide us entrance music. He got something, but it was.
Did you ask him for entrance music?
We did ask for entrance music.
Nubby, do you know who Mouse is?
No.
He little. I was actually surprised Turtle and Mouse weren't like friends at some point. I don't know if that's like a story,
Well,
but
that's Birds and Bees.
oh, see, I'm getting it confused again. And Taurus in the hair.
And then there's Tom and Jerry. No.
There
Okay,
we go.
so
Yeah.
there was no cats, there was no mouses,
Yeah.
but yeah. So we did have like a
What was the
little.
other one? The Frog and the Scorpion?
Yes, where the scorpion got
Yeah.
sting in it, and good God, that's a lot of animal. And then there's the mouse and the lion there. So there's
Yep, not one with the mouse and a turtle.
Okay, well, I unfortunately get my adages a little mixed
Mouse
up.
and a
there.
cookie.
Mouse, if you give a mouse a cookie, you got to give him some milk.
Mouse cookie.
You know, if you can give him cupcakes now. Found that out from one of my,
1.5, you give anybody anything at this point.
Yeah, I found that
like
out.
general managerships and shit to new companies.
I mean, they just hand them out to anybody. So, guys, if anyone's looking to be a
Yeah.
general manager of a wrestling company, just go ask. I'm pretty sure they'll let you in.
Yeah.
No
Hey, if you
print-
ever want to be a general manager at a company, debut somewhere else. Go through a tag team, fail,
yeah,
fuck your backup, get held up, go on to a mediocre podcast, and then only then will you be able to be a general manager.
sounds.
He's frozen. That's embarrassing.
Poor GM.
So oddly specific will be golden. So we did have a little showcase though. We did have a battle royal. There was about 15 guys in the battle royal. It was a fight for the future. So just some guys that want to help make a name for themselves. Quick eliminations, being outside. As I said, our very own ref Tommy Gunn eliminated Johnny Cass by throwing him into a dumpster that was near the ring.
Good for Tommy, so that double duty then, right? Because he was that and the main event.
That night. He got to do some work.
Oh, triple duty because he was also the main event, right?
That's a different Tommy Gunn. Different Tommy Gunn. I know.
That's right. That's right.
It's a bit confusing.
That's
I
right.
know.
First night as the official GM, and you're booking two Tommy
Double
Guns.
Tommies. Yep,
Jesus.
Tommy Gunn, Tommy Gunn. So
I do have a question, Mr. GM.
Yes, sir.
Technically, Johnny Cass was thrown inside a dumpster.
Correct.
His feet didn't hit
never
the
touched
ground.
But he did not think on his feet afterward because I guess he hurt his knee while getting thrown in there. And when he stepped out, both feet hit the ground, allowing
Okay.
for Troy Black to officially take that victory in that battle royal. So yeah, that happened. Troy,
I was consoling Sean Danger at the time because he got eliminated pretty quick.
Sean had an interesting battle royal debut for us. He, if I remember correctly, he just sat on the top rope, and I think he went to do something and just fell off. Yeah, he just fell off and got eliminated. I don't think I saw anyone touch him, but he was out. So very interesting. I can understand now why you guys say he does get a little drinky happy. That was does he use an urn? Is that what that is? Like he's
I think it's more like a canteen.
Yeah,
it's huge. It reminds me of the Undertaker's urn. I just hope he's not drinking people's ashes.
It could be. Is that why Steve is Danger your dad? Is that the Steve comment on the Facebook post?
Here we go. Here I guess we're going off the bat with it.
We'll get into
is this
that.
Into something later.
It is part of the match later that happened, and there's a bunch of events that led up to this, which is very confusing.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So yeah,
I'll be happy to explain it though.
I'm gonna let you explain, but also we have to have a conversation too on your behavior that happened as well. So, but I understand it was provoked, but there was a little bit of an issue.
The biggest thing is because whenever I throw out a question to Steve to ask on his show, he does it, but in a very negative and way that I sound like a piece of shit. The best way I can do this is to reciprocate that by him asking a question and us doing it the right way by being civil and responding accordingly. As Rian would say. Oh, that's another thing too, because speaking of Rian, fucking at the end of this show, when we're talking about our final freaking thought thing, there's something about IPW I heard rumors about, and if it's true, I'm not going to IPW on May 25th. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Ooh, all right. Cannot wait for this moment to find out what you have in store for us.
Oh, I think I might know.
Okay. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely am interested. But so we had to, unfortunately, due to some complications, the wrestler was not able to show up, so we only had 3 opening matches. After the Battle Royal, we actually had DOC versus the Amazing Turtle.
Hold on. Who was the other opening match then?
I wasn't gonna just throw a wrestler under the bus, but I guess it's.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm not saying that nobody no-showed, nobody didn't make it. I'm just curious on who it was.
It was an up-and-comer named Craven Rage from Indiana. So unfortunately,
didn't make it.
Popped up. We'll go with it. Couldn't make it. Unfortunately, Troy did not get to have his pre-show match. Luckily, he had some opportunities later, so we're glad to have that. He actually won the Battle Royals. So.
What's that little thing on the bottom of each flyer say? What's that little phrase?
Match card due you subject to change. Is that the one?
Nubby, what is it?
Card subject to change.
Yeah.
Gotta learn that shit, GM. How many high voltage cards I put out there that changed every time?
Yeah. Never been the same. On the fly an hour beforehand. Yeah. Showing up too was a good one.
Did the Cowabunga Crew tag team the last show? No.
Could have sworn it was I got told I was wrestling some big Logan Steel when I showed up one day, and I was like, wait, what? Very confusing.
Card subject to change.
Yeah, card is subject to change. But so this is gonna get into later. But DOC wrestled the Amazing Turtle in a PPW US title match. This match ended in a no contest, Turtle. Do you want to care to explain what pertained on that?
Yeah, what'd you do?
Well, if we're going to tell it, we're going to tell it right.
Please tell it right.
It was a double count out.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because the champion, DOC.
Oh, the champ. Okay.
Decided to, escape the ring as I was about to give him the shell shock. That's smart.
As you do.
Yeah. I don't like to take shell shocks.
Yeah. And then I was letting him, get in the ring. I wanted to see if he would. Well, he wouldn't. And when I got close to the ropes, fuck me, I got pulled out. And then I know, bad choice of
fuck me, I got pulled out.
Oh, here we go.
Crazy.
Oh my god. Oh, prison is rough, ain't it?
I mean,
Well, it's funny you say
Oh
that
my god,
because
DOC.
yeah.
a lot
I
of
mean, it looks
jokes.
like he literally just escaped the prison for the day. So I don't
Lot
know
of
if we got him on loan
jokes.
or what.
A lot of jokes were said by me in the match before we even
That's
hustled.
right
A
now.
typical turtle start to a match. Yes.
Idol of the episode. Fuck me, I got pulled out. That's what it is now.
Here we go. I expect your message, Pac-Man, for out of context. So I'm outside the ring with DOC and we're fighting. I'm trying to get him back in there because I know you can't win a title via count out.
Yeah.
But he kept going
Better
one
check.
way, and I'm like trying, but the more we fought, the farther we got towards the back. And what do you know? The bell rang. We got counted out. But well, the match was over, so we just fought all the way to the back. We just kept going. We fought all the way.
What, Tommy Gunn wasn't out there to break it up? Getting
No, he was too busy in the ring counting us out.
He literally did not leave the ring. He just kept counting. I was pretty shocked. As the GM, I had to accept the referee's decision. I had some people come up to me afterward, and I have to honor what my ref did. He felt that. And these two just kept fighting. I heard some ruffling backstage, but the show needed to go on.
Yeah, eventually we did stop. We did stop eventually.
Eventually stopped and must have started back up again. We'll go over that.
where were you during all this? Were you in the back or were you up front watching or
I was ringside, watching and observing the matches. Trying not to get too involved, but make sure that I'm there in case of a decision needs to be overturned.
okay? So just to be clear, Flat Top, you watched two people just beat each other from the ring back to the entrance. You just sat there and watched the whole thing happen.
I mean, I stood up and
why? Okay, so you stood up and watched the whole thing happen.
Yeah, exactly. I needed to find out what the heck was going on.
Okay, and did you? You just like, what are you doing?
Pretty much like, stop. No, get back to the ring. It's over.
Yeah. Tommy, gonna do anything? No. Yeah, I guess me neither.
Okay. Well,
Tommy was doing his job. He was counting us out.
I mean,
and then watching the fight ensue without calling for more refs to come out to break it up, get some security.
I actually did call for more refs.
Oh, did you? Did they show up?
They did not.
They did not.
They showed up in the locker room with the rest of the roster.
That's where the fight was officially broken up. As I said, I heard some scuffling in the locker room, and then it was.
So if I get this right, then fucking Nubby's out there beating the shit out of this dude, just fucking wailing on rights. And you're over here like, oh no, please stop. Get the refs out here. Get the refs out here. Where's the refs? Oh no, my feet are stuck to the floor. I wish I could go over there and do something like my job. But no, I can only stand from here and watch it go down. Oh, where's the authority? Oh, wait, that's me. And you just watched? You just watched the fight? Even though you're telling referees, get out of here, break it up. And every single ref is like, nah. And you're like, oh, I wish I could reprimand them, but oh, they're so far away on the other side of that curtain.
I didn't tell you that I didn't reprimand anybody.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
Okay.
We'll
just assume.
Yeah. It's fine. I get it. Listen, I thought you were a GM. It sounds to me like you're more like a president, because only GMs actually get shit done. Me,
you would think so.
Yeah, it's the presidents and the ones who don't do shit, like, oh, I don't know, Flat Top, Harry, Nuke, you. It's just insane. You're just like, oh yeah, I was out there watching them, cause chaos.
I mean, compared to Flat Top, I at least stood up. I would have had my radio.
Big fucking deal. What's the point of standing up? Who cares? Now you're just showing people. You're like, look at me as I do nothing more.
I moved. And then we got some people taken care of. The fight was broken up in the back.
To quote my father, big deal. I stood up. Who gives a shit?
Okay.
I'll tell you right now. You shit your pants sitting down. You shit your pants and then stand up. Guess what? You still shit your pants.
Fair
Doesn't
enough.
matter from a seated position or a standing position. You still shit your pants. Just saying.
Shit my pants then. I shit my pants on my first opportunity as my GM.
Yeah.
I'm
Now
sorry, Travis.
this
I let you
was
down.
the opening match of the show, or is this still
This
the
is
main event?
still the pre-show.
Oh, so you fucked up even before the show started.
No.
Okay, so you dropped the ball
Control.
before
I
the show.
took control.
Gotcha. Real quick. Hey, Nubby.
What's up?
You may have entered the pre-show.
I did.
You fought outside the ring even after the bell rang?
Yep.
All the way to the back?
All the way to the back.
Apex stop you?
No.
Sounds like fucking up to me, bud.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I fucked up. There you go.
Yeah.
That's
If
right.
I would have,
Right here, you have to be a big man. You want to be a big man? Big boys? Big boys? Huh? I fucked up, big man.
I mean, do something. I mean,
All right,
you know,
big man. I fucked up, okay?
I know. Yeah, listen, you stood up and you were almost there. All you gotta do is walk towards them to say,
They were
"Let's
already
break it up."
gone. Where am I
And again,
going?
And I will even give you the benefit of the doubt, knowing that you couldn't physically get involved because you're still healing.
Yes.
But the fact that none of your employees listen to you just shows, that's disrespectful.
I agree, which is why
Yeah.
there have been reprimands thrown out. Now,
Mm.
unfortunately, we're a new company, so I can't throw out, $1,000 fines or anything like that.
Of course you can. Why not?
Well, okay.
Why not? Why not?
Well,
Are you the only company these people work for? No, they're independent contractors. They can make their money anywhere else. Come here and then pay you for that. You know, let's say, listen, I'm gonna fine you $1,000, and they're like, I don't
I'm
have
learning
$1,000. Like, that's okay. I'll credit you in advance. So every time you work, just chisel away at that fine.
No, it sounds like a Randy Orton thing right there.
Yeah, this is for later.
That's for later.
Yeah, the difference is Randy Orton will have done something instead of just,
We did have a show.
No. Oh.
Well, we did have a full show. Okay, can I get to the full show?
We'll see.
Okay.
I'm really excited to see what else you fuck up.
So the show started.
Where are you at, by the way? You still at ringside?
At this point, I am now in the back because I had to go see what the heck is going on
Okay.
with the whole Doc and Turtle thing.
Okay.
All right.
Keep in
And
mind.
then all of a sudden, I hear a special guest announcer.
Cool. Keep in mind, from this point on, you need to let me know when you're back out there.
Yeah, I'm about to.
So when shenanigans happens and you're sitting there doing nothing again, I could advise you on that mistake. I do not. And you can ask Nubby. He's been here almost, 3 years now. I have yet to find a general manager I fully 100% behind the back of them myself.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to the next
you
story
fuck
because there's some more coming up in the second match actually of the show.
There
So
we
that'd
go.
be great.
Here we go.
Oh,
10 minutes into your run.
So I'm in the back. I hear our special guest announcer, Disco Ray, introduce the new general manager. I went out there, introduced myself to the crowd. Some cheers, some boos, probably because I didn't do anything with Doc and Amazing Turtle. Whatever. Told them I don't give a damn.
That's 100% what it is.
Yeah, told them I didn't give a damn. Hope they have a great show, though, was pretty much the gist of that. And I went and took my seat ringside to enjoy the show with our opening match being Crux versus Damian Gray. Winner of the match was Crux via submission with a iron claw. So I don't know if you're a fan of that move. We've been seeing it pop up a little bit more. I liked what I saw there.
That's right. Damian Gray tapped out.
Damian Gray did tap out. So, and he did not get to use his bat that he brought around everywhere. So
He brings that. Yeah, he brings it.
yeah, it was actually, I was expecting to have to do something there. And luckily it didn't have to get involved in that spot. Second match of the evening was Mad Dog Jack versus Sean Danger. Match started off without a hitch. And then next thing you know, I hear a commotion. And who is it? Doc and Turtle beating the crap out of each other again, fighting their way down to the ring. Why down to the ring? I have no freaking idea. But now I'm pissed because Turtle throws Doc into the ring while there's a match going on.
Okay.
So now this is where I get involved. I get up, I'm pissed off, I'm yelling at both of them because I expect more from my co-host, the Amazing Turtle, and his tag team partner, the Cowabunga crew member, Sean Danger. I
Nobby
have
don't fuck around.
no idea.
Nope. Nobby
If-
don't fuck around. No.
No, he obviously he doesn't, because they were still going at it, and it had been at least 20, 30 minutes since that all went
Wait,
down.
so they've been fighting this whole time?
Bro,
He froze. Yeah.
perhaps I should,
No.
Yeah, please tell me how
Hold
this
on.
restarted.
Yeah, hold on a second. Wait. I don't know if you realize you keep freezing or not. It's hilarious. But let me ask you. I'm going to ask you because I want your answer. Have they fought from the end of the pre-show up until this point? Was
No,
it
it had stopped.
okay? Because you broke it up. Okay, so then I'm going to go to Nubby. How did it start back up again?
all right. So
Because Bex went out to fucking go watch the show again. Like, oh, I guess
No.
I'm good now.
I'll be glad. I can't wait to talk about this.
Hell yeah.
'Cause this is crazy. So, okay, though, so we're done. Me and Doc are separate parts of the building at this point. I went to, outside, by the entrance to watch Sean's match, like a good tag partner would.
Clutch, yes.
All of a sudden, I get pushed. And then a trash can was thrown at me. Then the next thing I know, this orange jumpsuit wearing motherfuckers beating the shit out of me. So I'm like, all right, you want to keep going? I said I'll bring the fight, and I did. I brought that fight, and we just
To the ring where there was a match going on.
Hey, we could have went to the street, but he kept going back to the ring where I was originally trying to get him back into during the match.
What's been an outdoor event, I'm sure it was like right there.
No,
Street
it was a pretty decent stretch, at least
Street-
100 feet.
Look,
street
the
gotta be,
street,
like right there. Like
the street was closer than the ring was.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, see, there you go. So yeah, I mean, they could have saved yourself a walk.
Yeah, they took the
They
long
could've.
way. They took
But
the long way.
well, instead of a street fight, we
There
took
go.
it to the ring.
That's right. A ring
And-
fight.
Yeah, where the fight's supposed to be.
That's right.
Trying to be fair about it.
What's your
I
saying?
know.
Getting in the ring. Get it in the ring.
I mean, that's the old saying, solve your problems in the ring. But because they decided to interrupt the match I had already scheduled, I had to get out of my seat.
Oh, once again, Nubby made you stand up. Fuck.
But this time I had to walk to the ring to get the attention, to get the referee to stop the match. We had to call the match that was going on.
Wise, yeah.
Cowabunga crew is sitting there regrouping. Mad Dog's in one corner. Sean and Sean Turtle on the other side. And Doc, I don't know if he even knows what brain cells he has, because I watched Turtle smack him upside the freaking head with the freaking ring itself, pretty much. Just bashed his face on it. So I'm like, all right, I'm tired of this. You guys just ruined a match. You're a tag team. I don't give a damn if you've ever tag teamed before again, but we're going to restart this right now in an impromptu tag match of the Cowabunga crew versus Mad Dog and Doc. Doc, of course, didn't like it. I didn't give a damn. He shouldn't have involved himself. Turtle starts jawing off to me because he's already worked for the night. He got attacked. What was the exact words you said, Turtle, to me as I was telling you have a match now?
Oh, I believe I said I'm telling Travis.
Yep, that's the exact words he told me. He says, you know what? I'm telling Travis. I said, you go ahead. The match is starting now.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I just probably did something. I mean, that's fantastic.
I needed to try to redeem myself from earlier on, okay? I know that I
didn't get paid twice.
No.
Fucker. You piece of shit. What a fucking GM you are.
Well, maybe if he didn't get involved, he would have had 2 matches.
Yeah. I guess that was the deduction for making fucking Apex stand up twice.
You know how hard it is to stand up regularly.
Hey, listen,
okay?
if he made me stand up, I'd take his whole check. I'm not against that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I made you stand up and I almost got suspended.
Yeah, I'm so exhausted. I'm exhausted thinking about standing up. Like fucking A. Just hell no.
So Cowabunga crew. I mean, obviously Doc and Mad Dog dirty the whole match. Cowabunga crew takes control, and then they set up for a double shell shock in the center of the ring, and Sean goes, what did he say, Turtle, exactly? It's just, he called you daddy, but how did he say it?
I don't remember because I was more focused on the crowd counting.
He just said, I think he just goes, okay, daddy. And then they just came in with their shells and just shell shocked the crap out of it.
So
2, 3.
So did he get drunk to the point where he is assuming you're his father? Or was he like doing like a Dusty Rhodes kind of thing?
It could be a little bit of both.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was calling me daddy the entire match. Not everyone heard it. I had to actually tell him because he wanted to start the match.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm going to start it. Let me start it. Okay, you just got done. Take a rest. And I yelled out, Daddy said no.
Oh, so that's why he called you daddy the whole match.
He was calling me daddy beforehand. I just happened to go with it. I had to set him straight, and I'm just like, well, Daddy said no.
Is it possible he thought you were Drew Bronson?
I don't know, but I'll just say this because now it's out there.
That's Hot Rod Daddy Andy for everyone who don't know. So that's the joke for everyone out there who doesn't listen yet.
I'll just, now that it's out there, thanks to Steve. Well, actually, Sean posted.
Yeah.
Steve took it further.
Yep.
Now there's a thing that we got to find the mother.
Oh,
look,
God.
She left us on a Tuesday.
She left us on a Tuesday. Choking milk. Or cigarettes or anything. What the hell's happening?
That's all I got for it. That's all I can say. She left us on a Tuesday.
Well, the good news is you got the victory.
We did.
Cowabunga crew gets the victory, and we'll probably have you guys back because it was definitely entertaining. And once again, Nubby pops are a thing, even no matter where he goes. People don't know him, still gets pops. It's amazing. So I'm cool. It was definitely more worth it than what was going on beforehand. So happy that at least this turned into an accident, turned into a success. So our next match was Jean-Paul Lemizrabel versus Cool Daddy Cool, with Jean-Paul Miserable getting the victory due to a distraction from Kid Lat, who joined us on commentary. Apparently, Cool Daddy Cool has a problem with him from the Donnybrook show back in March. That is now carried over. He allowed himself to get distracted, and Jean-Paul was able to get the victory on him. So,
so IBWF, is Kid Lat a superhero or a piece of shit? I'm trying to. He's a piece of shit at MCW, right?
Kid Lat is what? You got broke up there.
Isn't Kid Lat a piece of shit at MCW? Didn't he betray somebody at MCW?
I wrestled him MCW, and he was not a piece of shit at the time.
Nubby, what's that show that Kid Lat, John Cena, somebody?
It was MCW. No, not MCW, but Defiant. It was
Defiant.
Defiant.
Okay, gotcha.
It was Tolak Samana.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so it was Defiant. Okay.
Yeah. So don't know what's going on there, but he seems to be a superhero everywhere else. He just has a problem with his cousin.
It's probably because it's south of 80. That's probably the problem.
So south of 80, he's a villain. North of 80, he's the superhero.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Which side of 80 is?
I honestly think that we were south of it this time.
Okay, so he's a piece of shit. Okay.
Gotcha.
So he might be a piece of shit. Okay.
Yeah, he just chose not to be one that night. So
if you go south of 80, you just end up being assholes. I mean,
yeah, we've seen it plenty of times. Next match, we saw Kenny Nye versus Kid Riot. They did a great job on this one. Kid Riot did come up with the victory over Kenny Nye. Very acrobatic match for some of these guys. I've only been familiar with Kenny Knight more recently, so it was great to see him in the ring. I really dug his look. I mean, they're both, him and Riot are both huge Mega Man fans, and their ring attire is aspired to it. So there was a lot of respect to each other in this match, and you could see it. So that was awesome to be able to witness live. Then we had our intermission. Coming back from intermission, Bros came out, which I did speak to them, and we did talk how I kept calling them the Briox Bros and all that. They laughed hilariously. It was what they wanted me to do. And then we went, they're like, no, it's Bros. It's French. I'm like, oh, okay. So Bros came out and issued an open challenge, which was accepted by the Brotherhood, which included Troy, who won the Rumble earlier in the pre-show. It's not the Biker Brotherhood.
Not the Brotherhood that we know of.
It's the Brotherhood. I mean, if I don't get us canceled.
With my hand here.
Yes.
So it's not Windy City's Brotherhood.
No, it's not the Brotherhood. It's the Brotherhood.
Oh, yeah.
Brothers from the hood.
You're too white to say that shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to get us canceled for saying this, but I'm.
It's the only time it makes sense to say the R. I get it. But you're just too white to say it.
I know. I grew up in Aurora. I should get a pass. I go to the cookouts.
Apex out here dropping Brotherhood with that hard R.
Oh, but
people calm down. Yeah.
The Bros did get the victory in that tag team match, sending them packing. I don't think it's gonna be the last time we see the Brotherhood in IVW. So there we go. I guess right that time we got that one. All right, cool. I knew eventually I would. Johnny Cass was then taking on Corey Andrews. One thing about Corey Andrews I would honestly say is that he is one of the few people that know the rapper Second Chance from down south, like myself, who I'm actually close friends with, a guy who's a Muay Thai fighter, makes some good music. But it was kind of cool to see that. He is a very tall man, and Johnny Cass was at a huge disadvantage the entire match. But Johnny did come out with the victory from the match, and it was announced that he will be doing his Midwest Gaming Classic DLC challenges going forward. So what that means, I guess, there'll be some more title opportunities with him bringing down his title belts for defense. So cool. Everyone likes a title match, I guess. Can't say it, right, Travis? Am I incorrect here?
Said it one more time. I'm sorry, you cut off.
Everyone likes a title match. Like it's exciting. It's exciting to see who's in the
I mean, it's the only time nobody's ever yelled at me for something. So yeah, I mean, everyone loves title opportunities.
Yeah, title opportunities. Must be nice to get those.
You know what? How about this? Fucking be in the business for 20 years. Just saying.
I've been in a business.
You say Nubby doesn't deserve it? Saying Nubby's like, oh, Nubby's getting tired. Want to be like everywhere else, a shitbag in the world thinks he doesn't deserve it?
No, actually, I think Nubby does deserve it.
Absolutely, 100%. So we're problem here. So what are we arguing about? So what are we fighting about here?
Me?
I will say though, you actually gave Nubby a title opportunity quicker than I did. So good for you.
Not only did
his debut show,
my debut show, and it was actually a title that isn't associated with the company.
Right.
Yeah, that's even funnier.
It's like, listen, I'll give you a championship opportunity, just not one for one of mine right now. You know, it's like take the one from Holman, Wisconsin. Yeah. You can win that one.
I mean, yeah, just imagine you would almost have to say that I'll be going to Holman next Saturday.
Oh yeah. Was Paul there?
I didn't see him.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think I even know what he looks like, honestly.
No.
Neither do I, and I've been talking with the dude for 7 years. So
I mean, at least we know that one company that popped up in Chicago. That guy finally apparently revealed his face. If that show ever actually happens, the
Elite Chicago one.
Yeah, Chicago Elite or whatever. Yeah,
he deleted his Facebook.
Oh, so he debuted his face and then deleted it?
I never got to see it.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so Nubby was it the guy?
I never got to see the face.
He was some old guy. I was expecting like some 30-year-old dude. Probably guy in his 60s, maybe.
It probably wasn't even his face. I still think it's somebody I know.
Oh, interesting.
I get
Okay.
just somebody that I used to know.
And then he just disappeared without a trace.
It's phenomenal, let me tell you.
Phenomenal.
Not AJ though.
Not AJ phenomenal. Last two matches of the evening. First one was the semi-main event. We saw Angus McDuff versus Leon Lennox for the PPW Heavyweight Championship. The one thing I've noticed about Angus, he is a talker. He just runs his mouth, I think, more sometimes than he wrestles. I mean, I know he used to be at SCW, but yeah, I saw more of him running his mouth. Leon got the advantage and unfortunately lost sight and got hit, and Angus walks away with his title. So you can see why he's a champion. He took advantage of an opportunity. So and at that point too, it was getting a little darker, so maybe it was just hard for him to see. I don't know. We might see that match again down the road. Who knows?
If you ever get Angus back to IVWF, see if he still has his custom JFW shirt he has.
Oh, I'll definitely ask him.
Yeah,
now,
he has a green JFW shirt on the back. It says McDuff. I'm still cool. He's not
cool. Okay. Well, I had a Superman moment, and I now understand how nobody could tell Clark Kent was Superman, because when I called for Angus later at the night, he wears glasses, and apparently I was staring right at him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So Superman syndrome is real. I get it now. I get it. So, final match of the night, guys, was Tommy Gunn.
Not the good one.
This is the good one. This is the real Tommy Gunn.
I just want to hype the ref up for a moment.
The non-referee Tommy Gunn versus Kid Lat. Honestly, it had match of the night written all over it. It was to me. This was probably one of the best showcase matches I've seen this year by a lot. These guys really brought it, took it to each other. Tommy walked away with his shiner. Lat walked away, having actually be carried to the back, but he earned Tommy Gunn's respect. So while he was on his British tour throughout here, it was awesome to have him stop by, wrestle a superhero like Kid Lat, and show the respect that he's willing to do it again. So maybe when he comes back, we can definitely see something like that again down the road. But
so this Tommy Gunn guy stops off in Chicago.
Yeah,
on his way to tour England.
From England
to put on a show for you.
Yep.
And you repay him by booking a referee with the same exact name.
I mean, I told one to change it if you want to prove.
Here's the thing, though. And I got nothing against Tommy.
Of course,
swell guy.
Yeah,
kind of a fucking whiner. Kind of an entitlement issue, kind of. But when Tommy goes into another, and this is just me, and Nubby, correct me if I'm wrong. But if you're Tommy Gunn and the experience you have in the business, and you go to another company, just like wrestling music, if somebody more experienced and more veteran than you is using your music, you change your fucking music.
Agreed.
So Tommy should have gone in to IVWF and just said, "Just call me Tommy." Not announce me as Tommy Gunn. Don't even bring up the gun side of it when you have a guy who's coming from England coming into work. Yeah, I get it. That's funny. It could be goofy, and if you played along with it, it is what it is. But it's just, I mean, if it was me, like if somebody walked in, you know, and I saw like, hey, there's Tommy Gunn main event, and I was Tommy Gunn wrestling. That's kind of fucking goofy to me. Now, Nubby, tell me if I'm wrong, but I mean,
So yes, actually, it is rule of thumb that the guy that doesn't have the most experience should be changing his name. There could be ways around it if someone is actually established with the name in the company. Like if Tommy was actually James Creed level or maybe my level.
don't give him that. Oh, fuck. He's going to hear that shit.
Yeah. If he was on that level, yes, maybe it could have been worked out.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a perfect example. Joey Avalon went to AEW. He had to be called Joey Jet because a main Carter on AEW had the name Avalon.
Very true. Yes, I do actually remember that. Now, here's the good news. He pretty much was called Ref Tommy the entire night. I don't think anyone else.
Okay. And that's good. And that's the thing. And it's not, like I said, it's not a shot against Tommy or anything, but it's just how the business fucking works, you know?
It makes
like
sense.
if I walked into it and I think there is a guy out there somewhere named Travesty. I think there is. If I ever went into a company that they happen to be booking him and shit like that, and I was a part of it, like commentary things, like I'll just go by Travis. I don't care.
Yeah,
that's fine. You know, but that's just how the business is. You know, it's so if they did just ref Tommy, that's cool. But if Tommy went in there and said, "Well, no, we know it's Tommy Gunn." First off, I told him from the beginning, Tommy Gunn's a stupid fucking name. Because every time I hear about it, I think of the antagonist from fucking Rocky, and it's just dorky. Like, just there's a bunch of different fucking names he could have gone with. Tommy Gunn was just felt lazy.
And Travis, here's the thing too. Someone over Saturday actually told me to change my name, and I told them, and I actually tagged you. I told them they can come talk to you since you were the one that inspired my name. Nick Diamond thinks I should take a real wrestler's name, and Ref Omar said it would be cool if it was the Apex and then insert name here. Which I don't understand why I'm Apex. I don't understand what the problem is. One person I can solve the problem with, which I wouldn't mind at any point if Nick Diamond listens to this. If he doesn't, fuck you. But if he's listening, go fuck
yourself. How it works.
Yeah. If he is listening to this, I gladly, once I'm back and cleared, we could settle this in the ring. I mean, I have no problem with that.
Yeah. Tell you what, agree with him. Change your name from Apex. Just call yourself Matt Diamond. Fuck it.
I mean, he told me I had to pick a real name, so Matt Diamond might be the.
I would just go with Matt Diamond then.
There you go.
The thing is, and I saw Omar's thing about like being called like the Apex, Matt Stauffer, or whatever the fuck it is. Why? Like, why? Like, I mean, because now you're just the Apex Predator, except you're just taking the Predator out. It's like, no, like, what does he mean? Like, what does he mean by like an actual wrestler's name?
That's what I would like to know. You know how Nick Diamond is. I think he's just trying to stir up some problems and run his little mouth. I mean, and I can say that now because he's definitely nowhere near the size he used to be. Man, when just because you're in the promotion right now, wrestling, you're still talking to a big boy here, and the big boy can land some shots. So when I'm ready physically, we can solve this issue. And if he can pull it off, maybe we talk about a name change.
Yeah.
I say they're kind of. I don't agree to a point because you're Apex. That's who you are.
Yeah.
You don't need another. You don't need to be called the Apex.
No, only on Facebook because they wouldn't let me just call myself Apex.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like you don't turn your gimmick into a moniker. Like,
yes.
Cool. Talk about monikers for a minute. Fucking Nick Diamond calls himself what? The undeniable Nick Diamond?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Isn't Steve Michaels the undeniable guy?
He's simply undeniable.
Undeniable?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, and there's an entire group in Rock Pro Wrestling called the Undeniable.
Ironically, yes.
So I mean, like, so in the logic of Nick Diamond, like, okay, well, maybe change it something new or unique, like sparkle or glistening. Who cares?
What about Warhorse? His name was Warhorse for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now he's using Jake Parnell at the same time as part of the gimmick. What about Grin? Should he be the Grin? Henry
Rowan Gardner.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, by that logic, what they're saying, then that's everyone's got to be changing their names. At this
Rhino.
Point. The Rhino.
Rhino. Yeah.
I think people are just talking because they think they know things because they've seen this and that or talked to who and who.
Well,
you don't know everything.
What am I going to do? I'm on the shelf. They can talk about me all they want. What can I do right now?
Yeah.
I'm not medically cleared to solve the problem. I can't just show up at ARW. I can't just show up at Defiant.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. It's like even if you were medically cleared, I mean, allow of people to have their opinions. Like I said, nothing against Omar. I love Omar. He's a great fucking dude.
Absolutely.
But to be referred to as the Apex, you don't need it. You're Apex. If you need a moniker, top of the food chain. That's what you call yourself.
The King of Combat, the top of the food chain.
Yeah, you have your monikers. Yeah, you don't know. You don't need to alter that and change your fucking name. You've already established yourself as who you are.
Exactly. And my phone has been ringing like crazy. And I don't know, Travis, it's might have been just a coincidence that since I've started doing this podcast with you guys, or it might be a coincidence that my recovery has gone better than expected. But my phone has been ringing for dates later on. And it's only because we went from, hey, you're never wrestling again, to, hey, you might come back. You might.
Yeah. I take no credit for anybody's success. Absolutely not.
Well,
now is there an acknowledgement that people are like, oh wow, he's almost ready. Hey, look, he's getting better. And maybe they heard it through here, then yeah, maybe. But
yeah,
me as a person and this podcast, I'm never gonna take credit for like, oh, look at that, look at those fucking bookings. No, not at all. No.
So
no, absolutely not.
Definitely excited. And yes, guys, for everyone that is interested, the rehab's going great. So
nobody asks. Quit talking about your fucking stuff.
That was the end of the IVFW matches for the show. Our second show. Our next show will be June 7th. We are back at Alfonso's, so pizzeria in Ottawa. So we'll be getting more information on that when it comes out.
Awesome. Perfect. Let's do Emerge. How about Emerge? You got anything for Emerge?
There was no full results for Emerge, but there was two things that we did pop up. Congratulations to the brand new Emerge Outbreak champion, Jason Hotch. So congrats to him. And congratulations to the new Emerge Tag Team Champions, Jeremy Handley and Chet Ripley, a.k.a. the Dead Presidents. So congratulations to them. That was the only results that have been posted from Merge. So
gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any update on the next Emerge show. So okay.
Didn't see anything from that, no. So
okay. Nubby, the only highlights you got are what? ARW, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's look at what about Zero1 packs? You got anything?
Absolutely nothing from Zero1.
Okay.
There was a show this weekend. That's all we know.
There was.
There was a show. That's all we know. Sorry, guys.
But they do have a YouTube channel and their stuff usually goes up there
pretty quickly.
So, yeah.
Perfect.
They do like a weekly YouTube TV or something every Thursday, maybe. So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that and get to watch some matches. Awesome.
Cool. I'm gonna bust off 4 of my responsibilities here right in a row. So give me a minute.
Bust them off.
Hell yeah. So Brew City Wrestling was this past weekend. I'm looking over social media. I don't see any results or highlights or anything that came out of this past weekend. So I got nothing to really share on that end. But they are doing a back-to-back. They do got a show coming up this Saturday. The Brew City, the Stars of Brew City Wrestling return. That's not it. Hold on a second. Not Bedlam. Wait, is this Bedlam? Wait, did I get this right? No, it's the old one. Hold on a second. Hold on. Stay with me. I know it's here. Where the hell is it? No, that's not it. No, there it is. Got it. I knew I was right. Usually am. Stars of Brew City Wrestling debut at the Elk Lodge 299 at 1943 Erie Avenue in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. That's Sheboygan, Sheboygan, Wisconsin, not Sheboygan, Michigan. On Saturday, May 17th, with the showdown in Sheboygan. Front row seats are $20 and general admission seats are $15. That's available at brewcity.com. Bell time is set for 7 p.m. The doors open at 6:15. Currently scheduled to appear is the Elk Lodge champion, Yeti Henderson, Demented Chucky Bates, the women's champion, Raven Radix, Heritage champion, Apex athlete, CJ Cole, the one-man riot squad, Gunnar Wicks, All Day, Rose, St. James, Caribbean Arrogance, and Dysfunction. So check out BrewCityWrestling.com or Brew City Wrestling on Facebook so you can catch all the information for the upcoming show this Saturday. Another show that is back-to-back is POWW Entertainment. The only thing I have from this past weekend is Nubby's best friend in the world, Paulie Tomaselli, won a Battle Royal.
And he's the key to the kingdom holder.
He is the first of 3 Keymasters.
That's what I meant.
That's
Where's the gatekeeper?
The gatekeepers. So the key will allow Tommy to cash in at any time during the year at any POW championship.
Cool.
With that being said, this Saturday, POW Entertainment will have another show that will be at T Woods Bar and Grill at 1051 North Wooddale Road at Wooddale, Illinois. Doors open at 7:15. Showtime is 8 p.m., so a little bit of a later show. Some of the matches announced is Kyle Allen will be taking on Angel de la Sombra of the Bad Hombre Cartel. Mihooks O'Bannon will be taking on Mateo Valentine. Seppico will be going one-on-one with Michael Morris. Max Morrison will be taking on Daniel Alonzo. AC Hamilton will be taking on Mondo Real. Adonis Allen will be going up against Axel Abreu of the Bad Hombre Cartel. So again, POWW Entertainment will be at Thornwoods Restaurant Lounge or T Woods Bar and Grill in Wooddale, Illinois. This Saturday, tickets are available online. Just go to the Facebook page of POWW Entertainment. Find the link to the most recent post. You can buy tickets over there. Only 15 front row reserved seats still remain. So make sure you head over there and check that out. Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so 01's done, POW's done, IVWF is done, Emerge is done, Brew City's done. Nubby, let's talk about ARWPRO Pro from this past weekend. The only thing I know that happened is that Creed went on Facebook and threw a hissy fit. Other than that, I need to know what happened.
Well, there you go. Because, yeah, we'll get to that part.
I hope so. I hope so, because as he sat there moping like a bitch, I love ARW. Like, calm the fuck down, kid. You're 12.
Which I don't know why he's fucking being a pussy. But when I talk about it, we'll understand that question. But so ARW presented Unstoppable this past Saturday. The show began after courtesy of ARW Pro on Facebook and BJ My for sending them as well. My guy.
BJ.
After having scheduled referee Mike Tudor replaced by Dave Allen's personal referee Carl Morris, Isaac Slate defeated Judas Chavez via Morris ordering the bell to be rung as soon as Slate attempted the pin on Judas. So we had a Hobart screw job, if you will.
Okay, good. I'm trying to understand what you just said. So, as soon as Slate made the pinfall, the count was going to be made, the bell was going to be ring, or the bell didn't ring to start the match until Slate attempted the pinfall.
Well, I think so. The match did officially start.
Okay, gotcha.
But this is towards the end.
Okay, so the bell's only to be rung when Slate attempts to pinfall.
Yeah. So the first bell actually did ring,
Gotcha.
from what I understand.
Okay.
This is the thing that sucks. If I'm not there, I don't know everything that happens. I just go by what they put.
I got you.
So, Slate went to go for the cover. Now, instead of Carl getting down to and being a lazy fuck, he just called for the bell. Well, we obviously know this was part of the plan because Judas is tired of Dave Allen's bullshit. Dave Allen is a corrupt owner. And Carl is his bitch, plain and simple.
Much.
Judas is not happy. I mean, this is his dad's was his dad's company, but for the longest time it was his dad's company, and he Dave Allen is pretty much taking a shit on it.
Yeah. Well, we haven't really seen Joey since the takeover, right? It's
Right.
kind of an MIA, yeah. So, I mean, listen, good on Chavez for sticking around though, because he could have just walked away from it, you know.
Right.
You know?
I mean, he could have got better opportunities if he didn't want to deal with Dave Allen. I could have got him a job somewhere.
Right there we go.
He could have been part of the Cowabunga crew. Wouldn't mind having Judas Chavez. I mean, he could be Casey
right?
Jones.
Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. Okay.
I mean, come on, Judas Jones.
It just sounds like he's a referee in the Elite Pro. What's your name? Judas Chavez. Yeah, you're Chavez Jones now.
Well, the funny thing is, I was off topic. I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about how having a Casey Jones character part of Cowabunga crew.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna, if I were to do it, I get someone in there, but I call them Nubby Jones. I give them my name.
Oh, there you go. That'd be awesome. Do that.
I think it would be funny.
Yeah, just like you're officially now Nubby Jones.
And I'll get the call from Paulie. You're the only Nubby Jones, you fucking asshole. Stop that shit.
Fuck you, Nubby. Fuck you.
I'm gonna Peter tap you next time I see you.
He'll probably beat you with that key.
He probably would.
Yeah,
he'll stab me and then Peter tap me.
100%.
With the key.
With the key.
After he no, he'll Peter tap me with the key and then stick it in my eye.
He would have to, yeah. He tried to unlock you somehow,
yeah.
100%. That sounds right. Yeah. That plays out.
Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah. I'll hear it on the Power Hour now we mentioned his name. Quinn Whittick defeated Shaq Jordan in what I can maybe say won a great match. I don't know. We'll find out on Facebook. I definitely want to see that match. But hey, anybody out there that was there, comment on here or whatever.
Yep. Let us know. Let us know how right Nubby is about that, because that's definitely a match that'd be a match of night candidate.
I mean, I've heard they've been in the ring before and they were always bangers. So
yep. What was most recently was Frontline? I know they were in a triple threat. It wasn't a triple. Was it a triple threat Rocket Pro? Were they in a triple threat Rocket Pro?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, okay. And then following that, I think they're up at Frontline. I think that's when Shaq won the belt, was from Quinn.
Shaq didn't win the belt. Maybe he did win. No, maybe. I don't know.
I thought there was a moment, and I could be completely wrong, but I know there was a moment that he beat Quinn, and he had like a promo or I was talking to people after the match, and that was either the belt or like he won like that kind of rookie cup thing. I'd have to go back and look. Steve would know. Steve, if you listen to this point, confirm for me. I think I'm right. I think he beat Quinn for the Frontline Pro Championship.
He beat somebody for it because he was a champion.
Yeah, I think it was Quinn. I'm gonna confidently say Quinn. I'm calling my shot now. It was Quinn.
Well, we'll definitely find out. Steve, let us know.
Yeah. Steve will let us know. Yeah.
Tell us the truth.
Yeah, let's know, Steve.
So next match, CMOS Dave defeated Brendan Balling via submission. A lot of stuff happened in that match. That's all I can say about that. We had James Creed now defeating Danger Mask via submission as well. Prior to the match, during the entrance of the Danger Mask, James Creed jumped him from behind. Sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds like it's pettiness.
Yeah, pussy. Idiot.
Yeah, moron.
Some post-match shenanigans, though. Creed would not let go of the sharpshooter on Danger Mask. But ARW commentator Josh Innes ran in to help get Creed off of Mask. Following that, Innes attempted to reason with Creed. Now, we should know there's no reasoning with that guy.
No.
telling him that he's better than the person he's become, only for Creed to viciously clothesline Innes. Dave Allen noticed and made Creed versus Innes official for Back to the Legion on May 23rd.
Creed's gonna face Josh, huh?
Yeah. And that's a Friday, by the way. And they're back at the Legion.
Yeah, good for them. I'm gonna guess that Lake Station's pretty excited about that because it's been, God, how long has it been now since they've been at the Legion?
It's been since the last time they were at the Legion.
Oh, thanks, Pax.
I think October.
Okay.
September, October, one of the two.
I wasn't sure if Black and Blue was the last show at the Legion or not.
No, that was at a different location. I don't remember.
Okay.
I think it was maybe in Hobart or something, close to Lake Station. But it was at some kind of hall that night, so I think it was October. But they're back. Let's see. In a number one contenders tag team gauntlet, we had the program come out on top, earning Eric Schultz and Jay Thunder a shot at the ARW Tag Team Championship against the Family on May 23rd.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
James Green? James Green? Is that you?
Yeah, it sounds like him, doesn't it? Like an infant child.
Yeah, you just missed it. We were talking about him being an infant child because he was being a crybaby after the show.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I saw the video, and my God.
I mean, he jumped his opponent before the match and then went and let go of the sharpshooter after. And then he attacked the commentator.
So he's just becoming a dickhead more and more everywhere, huh?
Yep.
I don't think he heard, but did you hear who the commentator was?
Who was the commentator?
Josh Innes.
Oh, wow.
And they'll be wrestling on May 23rd.
Okay. Josh has been getting more matches than I expected in his career, so good to see.
Oh, you know.
I mean, it helps to be friends with people.
Does it help to be friends with people that...
Listen, Steve stepping in the fucking ring, man. Anything's fucking possible. I think Josh has wrestled like what? Twice?
He wrestled a workhorse.
And Chavez.
And Job. Yeah.
And not only that, they gave him a whole blown fucking entrance and all that shit. Good for him.
Good for him.
Living your dream.
Good for him.
I respect that.
Good for him. I can respect that 100%. Good for him. But come on, let's not start, oh, this fucking guy's really got going on. Let's calm down.
It's just good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good enough. We're good. Yeah.
He could do a great frog splash.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And springboard stunner. It's pretty good.
I don't do that, so I'll give him credit. That's something I can't do.
Yeah. Well, basically,
Travis called my one time I jumped off the top rope and mocked me for looking like a scared child jumping off the top rope.
Who said that?
You.
God, I'm funny.
You're terrified from being on the top. Maybe you shouldn't jump from it. I went back and watched. I'm like, you got a point. He had a point there. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Of course, I got a point. I was going to go out there just randomly saying shit just to say it. Just saying. Just an opinion. I'm just
an opinion that mattered. I took it to heart.
At least you jumped and not actually just fall onto the guy.
It just fall over.
Yeah. Let's see. Speaking of falling over.
Oh no.
Well, we're in the main event, so I'm gonna fall.
Okay. Fall.
I'm gonna fall.
Fall hard.
In the main event, we had Greg Glover taking on Donovan Marsalis.
Please give me some good news here.
As they went toe to toe
You just say Marcellus?
That's how they. That's how they say his name.
Is that how they pronounce it? Isn't it
Yes.
Marcellus?
You would think, but they say Marcellus.
Who says that?
The ring announcer.
Virgil. So Virgil says Marcellus. Got it. You sure he's just blocking him?
This guy's merciless. Oh, maybe that's why they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just figured it out.
All right, there we go. Look at that. Okay. Don't worry, ARW announcer. I justified your ignorance. We're good. Okay. Let's go ahead.
As they were about to go toe to toe, tic tac toe, 3 in a row, only for Isaac Slate to come out and cash in his ARW golden ticket. That explains we just got our answer from the question we asked the last time. Why he still had the golden ticket. Thought he lost it, but there we go. And it is officially a triple threat match.
Oh, okay.
In the end, however, it was Greg Glover who was victorious, pinning Donovan to retain the ARW Heavyweight Championship. Now, here we go. Are we ready for some great news?
I love some right now.
I know Travis will be really happy. So, Donovan grabbed the mic. Okay, that's not so good.
That's not the good news. Okay, I'm waiting for the good news.
And said he's fed up with the company and proceeding to quit and walk out.
Good.
Oh, great. So
he must have watched
to go into.
He must have watched another moron quit.
I guarantee it's got something to do with what I'll be talking about in a little bit. So yay.
And what's his deal? It's just like, okay, he gets a championship opportunity. Somebody cashes in who's justified to do so. He gets pinned. Not the guy who cashes in, but himself gets pinned.
He lost.
And he's fed up with the company. He's a former Midwest champ or Indiana State champion, right?
Yeah.
That he used to cash his ticket in.
What the fuck does he have to complain about? He just main evented a match. He main evented the show.
Yeah. And then
for the championship. And he's like, fuck this. That is the definition of a whiny little bitch.
It's
the biggest tantrum I think we've heard so far.
Now, this would be a great segue into what Apex will talk about. But before we get in, we'll circle back. But after all that, ARW returns in 2 weeks on Friday, May 23rd, when we go back to the Legion Lake Station. More details to come. We can't wait to see you. Now, we're back to Donovan here being a little crybaby bitch.
Bitch is the key thing I have to say about him right now. Because he's become somebody's bitch.
Well, yeah, and that's where I'm getting at, because before he was somebody's bitch, yes, he cried, whatever, kicked people in the balls, did more talking than wrestling for about a year before he finally realized, oh, let's get in the ring now and win some matches, you know. He has become someone's bitch, and I think he's become a bitch himself by whining and crying because of this guy. Because he's done a lot of crying and whining throughout his career. And they look
he's
alike.
Definitely learning from the best at that level for sure.
And they look alike.
That's another creepy part. There's got to be something there more. I'm not gonna believe he's just a fan unless he's just thinks that's like a long lost brother or father figure. I have no idea, but there's something different there, and he's learning how to complain and how to get up further along by just complaining. I mean, for God's sakes, as you said, Travis, had a title match. Unfortunately, someone used their rightful ticket, which we thought was gone, that he's used in the past. Mm-hmm. And he gets mad because he got pinned.
Yeah.
Now, if I were Grover, I probably, if I was Greg, I probably would have destroyed both of them and pinned them at the same time to prove a point. But I commend him as champion still.
Real quick, father of children. It's Glover, not Grover. This isn't Sesame Street.
Yeah, I'm having a mental Grover was in the house earlier. I don't know.
But no,
I do apologize for Greg.
no, he'll fuck you up.
That's just that I've watched him in person. He definitely an Apex versus Greg match. No one's walking away from that one without injuries.
Just do what every other general manager has done and just book yourself into the fucking match. You'll be fine.
I'll give
you want. Hey, listen, you want competition? You're in a role now where you can get yourself competition.
Make the competition.
You can make yourself competition now. But no, and that's the thing. And if Marcellus, Merciless, or whatever the fuck he wants to call himself, wants to quit because he didn't walk away with the championship, then maybe you should rethink your abilities in the ring. Because if you are who you say you are and claim who you claim to be, you should have walked away with the belt.
Yep.
But you didn't.
You didn't.
So
you didn't.
So good on you for quitting. I think
good.
Helped everyone else out. So
yeah, good riddance. Unfortunately, I'll have to see him
now.
tomorrow.
Let's so it's May 12th. How many months until he fucking crawls back?
Oh,
I'm going September.
Yeah, I'll say October, November time.
Yeah.
I think so.
I say black and blue the latest.
I think November, okay. Because I think Homeboy just wants a vacation. I think he realized it's a little bit too rough for him. I'm gonna go September.
He had a lot of vacations in 1 year. I think he might have passed Steve Michaels at this point.
He might be a little bit tired, like, hey, listen, it's very possible that these late shows and everything is really diving into his sleep. He's probably not getting a nap right now and everything. He's getting the milk. He's sucking on the fucking milk. He's just not getting that post-milk nappies, and just baby boy might need to relax a little bit. I don't know.
As a dad, kids need those. Yeah. They definitely.
Yeah. Ear boy gets it.
Yep.
All right. We covered everything from last weekend. Let's dive into this upcoming weekend. I already covered Brew City and POW from the information I have. I'm going to do Phoenix Pro Wrestling. I'm going to do that.
Cool.
Do that.
All right. So this Saturday in Holman, Wisconsin at the American Legion Post 284, Phoenix Pro Wrestling presents Mayhem. Doors open at 6. The bell time's at 7. Adults are $10. Children are $5. And children 5 and under are absolutely free. So definitely a family event. Get out there and enjoy some pro wrestling. Some of the matches that were shared to me by Phoenix Pro Wrestling. We got Dominic. I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, but Zagreus is taking on Mason Perks. We saw the post, or at least I saw the post. I don't know if you guys did not post it up on Facebook. Perks was talking about Phoenix Pro Wrestling and coming up there saying that Dominic isn't ready for your boy. Mason Perks is going to try to take the PPW Cruiserweight title from him. Gemini is going to go up against Beaumont for the New Age Wrestling North American title. Crawdaddy Rod Hooks will be going up against Johnny Cass. Talked about him earlier for the PPW Vision Championship. How's it? Wait. Where am I going? I'm missing something here. Oh, sorry. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, PPW. Something's not right here. New Age Wrestling North American title. All right, I'm going to start over. Because I don't know what the hell I'm reading here. I don't know. Everything's all jumbled up.
Okay.
Okay, so Dominic Zagreus is taking on Mason Perks for the PPW Cruiserweight title. Gemini is going against Beaumont for the New Age Wrestling Championship. North American title, Crawdaddy Rod Hooks is taking on Johnny Cass. Division Championship. I don't know how to read. Fuck it. Pax, do AAW, man. I gotta get this figured out. They definitely got something wrong here.
Okay.
Do AAW. I'm gonna get. Yeah, I got.
Yeah, I only got a few matches from AAW, but at least I can tell you when, where, and how.
Yeah.
AAW this Saturday, May 17th at the Berwyn Eagles Club. That is 6309 26th Street, Berwyn, Illinois, at 7:30 p.m. War is coming. So we do only have a few matches that were announced. They are not providing tickets, set pricing, but you can get your tickets at AAWPro.com. I know they usually do first row, second row, third row, and then general admission. So guys, get your tickets quickly. This place always sells out and becomes a standing room only at the door. And I have actually seen them turn people away because they've hit capacity. So get your tickets ahead of time. We do have a women's championship match that has been announced with Maggie Lee putting her AAW Women's Championship against Shaza McKenzie.
Shaza McKenzie.
I know, I did that on purpose.
I
Shaza
don't
McKenzie.
believe you. I don't believe you.
Why do you think I stopped after I said it? Shaza McKenzie with Johnny Bravo in her corner for that one. So anytime he's been involved, something really weird happens. So hopefully the Bravo family doesn't start taking titles again from everybody. They pretty much have lost power at AAW, and that's probably a good thing. Rafael Quintaro will be facing Trevor Lee. Sounds like a really good match. Trevor Lee had just recently, I think, returned to AAW. He had a very emotional promo 2 months ago, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what he keeps bringing back to AAW. Robert Ego Anthony puts his AAW Heritage Championship on the line against Zico. Stallion Rogers has a grudge match with Beef. After last month, Stallion did not beat Ren Jones for the heavyweight title, but he's had a constant issue with Beef, costing Beef the championship. Beef has won a couple matches now since getting his opportunity for revenge. Don't miss that. Beef is a huge fan favorite. Who the heck, why not? He's been in AEW as well, so make sure you get there. Also in action was announced that Ren Jones will be in action defending his title. They just not have officially announced anyone yet for him. So guys, follow these guys on Facebook. Follow them at AAWPro.com for more match card information as they keep releasing. But that's what we know so far. So all the championships are going to be on the line. And that'll be AAW this Saturday. War is coming at the Berwyn Eagles Club.
Excellent. Okay, I think I figured it out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take blame for it because why the fuck not? I don't care.
Okay.
I'm going to read it as what I assume it's going to be, and if I'm wrong, Phoenix Pro Wrestling, yell at me. I don't care. Phoenix Pro Wrestling is this Saturday, May 17th. Again, it's going to be at the American Legion Post 284 at Holman, Wisconsin. Doors open at 6, bell times at 7. $10 for adults. 5 and under is free. Children, 5 and over is $5. The matches, as I read them, and again, if I am wrong, just assume they changed the card. Dominic Zagreus is taking on Mason Perks for the PPW Cruiserweight title. Gemini is taking on Beaumont for the New Age Wrestling North American title. Crawdad Rod Hooks, Johnny Cass, Justin Thunder, and JT Simons are in a winner-takes-all fatal four-way where the winner will walk out with the NAW Impact Championship and the PPW Vision Championship. PPW Tag Champs Pain and Pleasure will also be in action, but they're also going to host a champagne room with the special guest being your boy, Mason Perks. And finally, NAW Heavyweight Champion Crazy Scott will be going against PPW United States Champion DOC with Misbehaving along with them. And this is also a winner takes all. So 2 men are going to walk out with 2 titles up in Holman, Wisconsin this Saturday. So if you're up in the Holman, Wisconsin area, check out Phoenix Pro Wrestling. Again, that's going to be at the Legion Post 284. Doors open at 6. Tickets are just $10, which ain't a bad deal for professional wrestling. So get over there and make sure you check that out.
It could have been me walking out with 2 belts.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, if you weren't too selfish and beating them up outside the ring.
I was trying to get them back in.
If only somebody would have restarted the match.
Yeah, if only.
Fucking nutty, yeah.
If only.
Yeah, crazy, right? Think about it. The same guy who screwed you out of your opportunity to win a title was the one who was bitching at me from a fucking report. Like, give me a championship. Not so fucking easy, is it,
I
buddy?
also remember my match
so-
getting
not so
restarted
fucking-
and someone
not so
bitching
fucking
about a
easy.
restart of
Not
that
so,
match.
not so
So-
fucking easy is it though? Not so fucking easy is it though? Just
No,
saying.
no, it's not easy.
It's
It's not.
fucking hard. It's hard. All right, Nubby. Chicago style wrestling this Friday. Let's talk about it.
All right, we are going to talk about it right now.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Chicago Style Wrestling presents Nowhere Generation. This Friday, May 16th. It is 2 Conti Parkway in Elmwood Park, Illinois. That's right. We are back in Elmwood Park in the big building where we had a successful wall-to-wall standing room only show. I can imagine it'll be the same way this show, with considering who is on the card. We will get to those names shortly. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Bell time 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. Pre-show about 7:10.
Are you implying that it's going to be sold out because Chris Miller's on the card?
That might be the reason why people leave.
That might be it. Yeah.
That sounds more accurate.
That sounds accurate. Yeah.
General admission tickets are $30 this time around. Front row was $35, but they're sold out. And second row is also sold out. I should say second row reserved because they're considered general admission, but you can't get a second row seat to reserve. That's it. Anything from third and beyond, but still $30. I'm going to start out big here as we got the Shy Style Rumble, and the winner gets a title shot of their choosing in the near future. And officially announced in this match so far, we have Solomon Tupu, Jax Johnson, Shane Boucher, Stu Montgomery, Shaza McKenzie, Eddie Grayson, FXB, Axel Rico, Jack Ballard, Eric Schultz, Haven Harris, and the guy we just mentioned, Chris Miller. Those are the official announced participants as of this moment, right now.
Right now.
More might be announced later in the week.
This moment.
And I just told you that right now.
He did.
In a singles match, we have debuting Donovan Dijak taking on Conan Lycan. That should be a great match. And this match was made by Steve. For some reason, I forgot why he said it. I tend to not listen to him sometimes.
Because he can.
Yeah.
He's a general manager. He'll do what he wants, I guess.
Because I can do shit. That's what fucking GMs do sometimes.
Mhm.
I mean, this match is going to be a banger anyway, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. But it's a shame that's not for the the CSW Heavyweight Championship like it should be, but it's fine.
Is it because somebody's not a champion right now?
Yeah, it's because Marche screwed him out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that makes-
Yeah.
yeah.
He'll come around. He'll get it back though.
We have a steel cage match, as it'll be Quintero taking on Iniestra.
Oh, yeah, that was coming up, wasn't it? Holy crap.
Yep. Same building that Iniestra hurt himself in the same opponent. So we'll see if same thing will happen. But it's a cage match. He won't have to go through a table. Well, he might have to. He might go through a table. Maybe they'll bring a table in the ring. Who
Never
knows? But this has been a long feud, and maybe it'll come to an end. Maybe. Does anything really end?
No,
Not in professional wrestling, I've learned.
not one bit. I still make fun of Hunter's age, and it's been 8 years now.
And he got older every year.
Every year, yeah. Yeah, maybe if you stop getting old, I wouldn't bring it up.
Maybe if he got younger.
Right? Yeah.
Hit that Benjamin Button.
Get that Benjamin Button shit in him. Yeah.
Maggie Lee will be taking on special guest Samurai Del Sol, better known as Kalisto.
No. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. That will also be a banger. I mean, Maggie Lee is probably one of the best women's wrestlers today.
Oh, yeah.
No argument. No argument at all.
Good. I don't like when people argue with me.
Did a fine job doing that on Saturday with me.
Yeah.
I was
as he
heat-
sat there.
Still did
I
your job though.
I was heated. What can I
Yeah.
say? I got hit with a trash can.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess I can't fault you for that one.
On my shell.
Shell.
I mean, I figured that just wouldn't hurt you though, but all right.
It's a
Well,
trash can.
It caught me
A
by
trash
surprise.
can. The fuck?
Caught me
It's
by
a hard
surprise.
shell.
It's a trash can.
It's
Okay.
dirty.
Yeah.
You don't know what
gross.
feces have been in there.
Yeah, fucking
No.
Ottawa, for God's sakes. Gross.
And I'm sure Tommy touched it.
100%. Wait, which one?
Ref
There's
Tommy.
two of them that night.
Ref
No.
Tommy.
There's
Gotcha.
Ref Tommy and then there was Tommy Gunn.
Mm. Yeah, well, wait until Tommy Gunn does another promo where he's bouncing off the fucking rope stupidly and then demanding more fucking matches and shit.
So next week.
Travesty, Tommy Gunn, Apex, book it. I'm like, sorry, Tommy Gunn's back in England. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I can't book that. Who's talking about me? Oh,
Yeah.
you should have specified.
Yeah. Should have said former Battle Royal champion Tommy. That would be like, okay, well, that's you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nubby, go ahead.
It's fine.
Of course, my show. I don't mean it.
Oh,
For the tag team championships, we have Cypher and Adam Stallion, the tag team champions, taking on number one contenders as of last month, the Boz and Bruce Hamilton of the Made Men. The Made Men.
I think they're gonna add gold to their group, man.
joy.
I think they're gonna do it.
I mean, if they do, it's gonna be time for Faction Slayer to join the CSW here.
Well, I've been telling them to book you for a while now. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I don't either. Steve,
Yeah, it's Steve.
general manager Steve,
Yeah.
promising for 5 years now.
Mm-hmm. Steve.
Steve.
Fucking Steve. Giving Tommy Dreamer fucking matches and not Nubby. Fuck you, dude.
You know, it's funny you say that. Because speaking of Tommy Dreamer,
Wait. What?
he'll be taking on Hans Carden, half crab.
No way. No
For
way
the-
their segue was that perfect.
It was.
You know shit.
We've been doing this for so long, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nearly 3 years.
Well, when you're done too, there's some breaking news that just popped up on my feed too.
Cool. I like breaking.
How'd you get fired as general manager? That's
Already?
Right.
Yeah, that's the breaking news.
Yeah, that pans out. Yeah.
Yeah, my phone apparently was recording and they heard me talking of how I didn't do my job. So yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Go ahead, finish up, Nubby, and then I'll.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be for the Metro Division title. So Tommy Dreamer's getting a title shot.
Not Nubby though.
Nah.
Oh wow.
Nubby, though.
We have an I Quit match now, as Warhorse Jake Barnell will be taking on Jay Marston.
Ooh.
For the women's title, we have a triple threat match, as it will be Amina Belmont, who is current women's champion, taking on Lily Pascadita and Travis. You ready? Blair
Okay.
Onyx.
Ooh. Your favorite. I thought you were telling me Travis was in the match. She said Travis, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Surprise! Surprise!
I
I'm
thought
gonna
I
say-
had breaking news.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I'm gonna live that J.R. Lindsay law life. Look at that. That's awesome. So, is this 3 times in a row now? Blair's been CSW or just 2?
This will be her 3rd match officially on
Maybe
the
not in
main
a
card.
row, but yeah, maybe not in a row, but 3rd time there. Okay.
Yeah,
She-
since she's returned.
Oh,
She
Yeah.
was in CSW before.
Yeah, God, fucking A. She deserves it. I said Blair's GM. If you guys ever do women's wrestling at IBWF, Blair's one of them, man.
definitely on the list. Definitely on the
She's
list.
fucking up there. Yeah,
Yeah, she should be.
she should. Yeah, 100%. It's not even like, I mean, obviously the wrestling is a huge part of it, but the gimmick alone, the fan. I mean, she's definitely up there.
It works. It melts in her character.
Mhm.
Looks good with it. Wrestles amazing.
Yep.
It's the total package. Definitely
Yeah.
a vet that needs to be booked
Yeah.
everywhere if you have women's wrestling.
Yeah.
That's CW. But yeah, that'd be great.
Well, and that's the thing. Like when it comes to CSW, is like that's why like from the Midwest, like they are the top when it comes to women's wrestling. Like Dreamwave, obviously
Agreed.
too, but I mean, any 3 of these women in this triple threat are definitely someone that needs to be booked at other places. When the
Yeah.
growth of women's wrestling should hopefully happen soon in Chicago. Like CSW and Dreamwave are the 2 places you need to look at when you decide who do I need to bring in.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay.
So.
And then for the heavyweight title, we have Marche Rocket, the champion,
The champion.
taking on Missa Kate.
Right back into that conversation, Travis, with the
more
best
women. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, what between the women's championship match, between the SCW heavyweight championship match, the Rumble, the top women in the Midwest are scattered throughout. And what's weird is, and I may have missed it when Nubby was saying it, but the fact that Sierra isn't on here, but they still have elite women in this match and in this show is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, the women's division's growing, and it's crazy
yeah.
because we love Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a crime that she's not on TNA, WWE, even that other company down there in Florida. It's crazy, but the thing is, we got so many women with all this talent, and that we're bringing them in left and right at CSW. Like you hear some of the same names, but you also hear different ones too. Some of our up and comers, learning from great trainers, and then you guys got some NWA, TNA women coming in to help out. And it's fucking booming, and I'm loving it. Women deserve the best.
Yeah,
The evolution that's come through from being just gimmick and getting a couple minutes into an actual match, having full scale 5-star type matches on a regular basis. It was about time because there's no reason the way that they were portrayed for so long when they had such love for the business and love doing the actual art of it. And now we're seeing that some of the best wrestlers are the women, like for real.
Yeah, and that's why, good job with Dreamwave for having all women shows every 3 months or every other event they put on. There's an all women show the Friday before. That's why companies like Shimmer exist. They need to be better represented. And that's why I still say, I've said it before and I'll say it even now. WWE needs to look at having an all women's fucking show, whether it be on Peacock or Netflix or TV or whatever it is. They did the 205 Live, they did the ECW, they have, you got enough women that you're releasing good talent. You need to do an all women show, and just fucking let them have their own stuff.
Yeah,
and it's not like the women's division wouldn't succeed with their own show. I mean,
no, it would. Yeah,
they had their own pay-per-view and they fucking sold out.
Yeah,
so I can see that happening every week. I can't.
Yeah, and they need to have their own PLE, and I think having it in October would be great because it is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you could you could promote it alongside like Susan B. Komen and
Mhm.
shit, because I think the last one was during October. So I mean, I think having at least all women's pay-per-view once a year, why the hell not? You know.
Nice. Yeah, I agree.
Well, yeah, that was CSW Nowhere Generation this Friday, May 16th, Tucani Parkway, Elmwood Park, Illinois. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Bell time 7:30 p.m. Pre-show 7:10. General mission tickets are $30.
Nice. So, real quick, the breaking news that I was playing around with there, it brings in because of what we were just talking about. Dreamwave just announced that July 12th, Elena Black, also known as Cora Jade, will be making an appearance. Local talented wrestler. Her first out of WWE appearance officially just was announced.
Nice, good for her. Nice. Nubby, you're all go with CSW.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we'll cover everything. We'll cover everything from CSW, PPW, Brew City Wrestling, Power Entertainment, AAW. All next week. We'll cover the results, highlight recaps from those. Next week we're gonna have Freelance, IPW, Squared Circle Megastars, Frontline Pro Wrestling, D6, Power Entertainment. That's all gonna be coming to you guys next Monday. Nubby, what's your final freaking thought in wrestling? What's going on in your head?
Well, I didn't really have like a thought today, but now I do, thanks to some things that was on Facebook. Vets, stop being dickheads and purposely beating your opponent up.
Yeah, bitches.
Horrible.
Like trying to hurt them. Just stop it.
Yeah.
That's small dick energy. Just stop.
There's just no place in the business anymore for it. You heard about this in the 90s. You heard about this in the 2000s. There's enough wrestling to go around nowadays where you don't need to be injuring somebody just because they're coming up and you're nervous about your spot being taken. Like, come on. We're past that point. There's enough shine for everybody.
Especially when you're somebody who's a part-timer. You're not even there full-time. You're just there when a rookie needs a match and you need to toughen them up. There's ways to toughen a rookie up without having to, drop them on their head, if you will. You can, I get it. Hitting them hard is one thing, chopping them thousands of times.
The wrestling match still.
Yeah, but when you drop someone on someone's head, or you just don't give a shit and treat them like you're a fucking bully, you're bullying them this whole match. No, there's no place for that.
Agreed. It's getting ridiculous. As I said, old school mentality. So you're in that locker room. I don't like egos at IVWF. We're all here to put on a show. We're all here to make sure the fans are having a good time. There should be no egos. Let's have fun.
Yep.
Unless it's in the story, have fun.
And that is my freaking thought.
What you got, Pex? What are you thinking about?
My friggin' thought is I've been seeing a lot of chatter with Karrion Kross still from his back promo. He's actually outselling everyone in merchandise. I'm going to have him as my pick for whenever the hell Money in the Bank happens right now. I think something big is going to happen with him. I still don't know if that was actually a shoot or work. I don't care. I'm loving this direction. The guy deserves this push. We've talked about it before. Let's WWE give him his chance. And yeah, that's my friggin' thought this week for wrestling. Outside of a thank you again for Travis teaching me how to be a better general manager. You're the guy that I look up to for it. So
I must be the longest tenured indie GM in history. It's awesome. Yeah, I actually have two of them. that because one did. Well, the one that I mentioned earlier that I'm going to talk about. The
Yes.
first one, the other one that did pop up that I want to talk about because we failed to do so at the beginning. Sabu passed away last night, May 11th, 2025. So
Yes.
we didn't mention it. We didn't mention it at the beginning of the show. I'll be honest. It slipped my mind. I feel like a dick about it, but it popped in my head while we were running through the card. Weird that his retirement match was like
A
3
month ago.
weeks ago.
Yeah,
like
like,
April
not
18th.
long.
Yeah.
While it is a brother in the industry, may he rest in peace and condolences to his family. I was never somebody that watched Sabu's matches. I was not an ECW guy. I saw him in WWE for a little bit. So I wasn't too familiar, but I knew who he was. And I know this hit a lot of the veterans because they looked up to him tremendously. The guy, I know of him, as I said, I just was not someone that got to watch him. And I definitely want to go back and look and see what I missed out. But rest in peace, sir, and my condolences to his family for the loss.
Yeah. Other than ECW, yeah, I mean, I saw a couple things here and there. I know there was a moment, and Nubby, you may know more about this or not. I thought that he was supposed to come to Elite Pro at one point.
I might have heard rumblings of that.
I remember because obviously Corporal Robinson, who was huge in Juggalo Championship Wrestling, he was for a time Elite Pro Heavyweight Champion, and I believe Sabu did some work at Juggalo for like that time span.
Yeah,
and I thought there was rumor of it.
There might have been. I think I heard something of it. They're thinking about bringing him in. I don't know if it's because he was too much money or he just couldn't.
The insurance,
or he was too drugged up at the time. I don't know.
I'm sure it was probably like
Sabu had his own line of insurance. Is Sabu
yeah, line? Yeah, line is right. Yeah. So RIP to Sabu.
Met him once. Worked a show with him on it. I was on the pre-show. He was in the main event, so we kind of sandwiched the show a little bit. He threw chairs at his opponent. Like, he just kept throwing the chair. I was doing commentary for it, so that was fun.
Oh, there you go.
Seemed like a great guy. I even met, I want to say his wife, Ballet, before she actually passed before him. Nice lady.
Yeah.
RIP to both of them. Condolences, prayers to the family.
Okay.
Way too many people nowadays.
Yeah. All right. So my bitching.
Oh yeah.
You didn't do a lot of that today. You did very little.
I did. Well, towards Apex and his job.
Yeah, I got the brunt of it today. It's fine.
Yeah. If it's real, I'm not going to IPW. Rion is the liaison of IPW. He can confirm it. Steve, if you listen to this point, I need you to ask the question because I need to know the answer. Honestly, I'll probably still end up going to IPW. I won't enjoy it, though. I mean, I will still enjoy it. I won't enjoy this part of it. Anyways, if Santino is really fighting fucking Nick Diamond at IPW, I'm going to lose my shit. I will still go to IPW and I will still have a great time up until that moment. Because from my understanding, from everything I saw, and I listened to the Diamond's promo on Santino, and I listened to Santino's rambling towards Nick fucking Diamond, and I don't know why I do it to myself. I try to avoid that fucking little weirdo like the plague, but every time he has a video out there and he's doing his shit, poorly, I might add, I can't help myself but fucking just to respond. And deep down, like, I want to be a good person, like, hey, man, and I'm talking about Santino. You got to stop doing this, man. You're not fucking Pac-Man. You're not the LIM. And I've said this before. You're not going to get put into matches and get put up against people. You're just not that guy. You're a liability. You're clearly a fucking liability. But I didn't say any of that. What I said is clearly Nick Diamond's fucking your aunt. Actually, what I said was, I think your nephew's upset at you. I think that's what I said. Hey, Nick, your nephew's upset with you. To which he responds, I'm not his nephew. And I'm like, well, you got to stop or he's going to fucking make you a bitch or something like that. I don't fucking know. I know that I made a comment that either he deleted or didn't go, but something like, if you keep this up, he's going to spank you like he does your aunt. It was funny. It wasn't there. I think he deleted it, but whatever. But he sat there and said that he is wrestling Diamond in a few weeks. And I don't see IPW booking this match. But he says he's going to be there. As far as I know, Diamond's supposed to be there. And in Santino's mind, when the fucking dust clears, and I believe when the show is over, this is going to be a last man standing match between Diamond and Santino. And here's the thing I can say about Santino. Good on him for having a dream. But dude doesn't even seem like he believes the shit he's saying when he has to keep his fucking bedroom door shut and silence himself when he's saying the swear words so his aunt doesn't fucking hear him. Because you could go watch the promo. I encourage everyone to go get a laugh in. But him to say is like, Nick Diamond, I'm going to beat your ass at IPW. You know, it's like, dude, I don't know what's fucking longer and squintier, your mouth or your eyes. But Jesus Christ. And here's another thing, too. And fucking Nubby, you know better than me. Pax, I don't know if you know anything about Santino other than he's a little fucking weirdo. Nubby, you know more about Santino than I do. You've seen him around Rocket Pro. Did you see the promo video?
No.
Okay. He's wearing glasses in it. Reading glasses, not sunglasses, reading glasses. I have never in my life seen this fuckboy ever wear fucking glasses. So I'm guessing it's a prop.
I hope so.
And then because Diamond is throwing his aunt in his face and everything, he goes to the fucking end of the video and says somebody get a hold of Nick Diamond's mom. Tell her I'm gonna be home for dinner. It's like, dude, you jizz yourself if a fucking woman talks to you. Don't act like you're out there pounding people's mothers, bro. You're not. Hell, your own aunt barely wants to pick you up from your extracurricular activities from whatever the hell you're doing. Don't act like you're out there scoring cougars, bro, because it's not fucking happening. Here's the thing. If IPW is sanctioning this match, which I don't believe they are.
I think I actually know who you're talking about now.
Go watch the video. Just go to Nick Diamond. Just Google Nick Diamond Santino.
Yeah.
It'll pop up. It'll be there. Watch the thing. It is sad. It is just sad. And Andy Black is in there making it worse because that's who Andy Black is. And then there's some other guy who's responding to Andy Black like, hey, Doug, because, why have Andy Black on whatever. Hey, Doug, me and what do you say? Me and Santino are going to tag team you or some shit. So clearly his tough talk is, slightly prison talk. I'm just like, dude, you missed the mark there. But then he even just challenges Andy Black to a match. I'm like, what are you people doing? I've been around this business back in Elite Pro Wrestling, 08, 09, but 2017 on this current run of whatever. I have never once ever challenged anyone to a match because it's a stupid idea. And then you get people, and you know what? I'm going to blame a little bit of it on Pax because he opened the door to people doing this shit. But I'm also not going to blame Pax because unlike Santino and all them, Pax knew what he was getting into. He knew what to do. He ran through what they do. He was easy to fucking work with. Santino is not somebody you can work with on stuff like this. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. The fact that he ripped off JFW to make his Joliet Federation of Wrestling or whatever, like a bad boy band version of the Legion of Doom or whatever from fucking DC Comics, wrestling outside the fucking pool that's probably haven't been open and swam in like 2 decades is stupid. So I don't believe Nick Diamond's wrestling him at IPW. I pray to God Nick Diamond is wrestling him at IPW. But if Santino is wrestling Nick Diamond at IPW, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing anymore, because that is not something that needs to happen in this fucking business. So
Agreed.
if Steve's listening, if Rion's on the show tomorrow, I know Rion's very busy. He has so many what the fuck is it? Fuck what the hell is that fucking phrase? He has a lot of shit. I don't fucking a lot of fucking kindling in the fire. He has a lot of shit going on in his life. If he makes it onto the power, just somebody, maybe Rihanna will even hear this. Which probably not, because I probably won't be able to read it until tomorrow because the processing on Google Meet is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes, Nubby.
I was like, what was that?
Nubby reads the
Well, even if Rion isn't on there, I know who else can answer that question.
Who?
A special guest of the Power Hour, which will be Nick Diamond himself.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
There's a
So,
little surprise.
well, I know Nick Diamond's not going to listen to this, so fuck yourself, Nick Diamond. I still love you in the ring. You're so cool, dude. Fuck yourself if you don't listen. Steve, if you're listening up to this point, find out from Diamond. Get the exclusive. Is Diamond wrestling Santino at IPW on the 25th? Because my birthday's the next day, and I don't want to start it out that bad. So I just need to know if it is post-show, if it's an unsanctioned, empty the arena kind of fucking thing, then cool. I'm just going to go home. For the love of God, this cannot be fucking real. It just can't.
I hope not.
You know, because if for some reason I listen to the Power Hour and Diamond confirms he is wrestling Santino at IPW, I'm going to pull Santino and be like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Anywho, anything else wrestling related you guys want to share, talk about?
Actually, I do.
Oh,
I have some Rocket Pro information.
Oh,
This Saturday, Rocket Pro will be at Hollywood Boulevard 2 show.
Did you say Boulevard?
Boulevard.
I said Boulevard.
Every time you say it, it's like Hollywood Boulevard.
I said it with a V this time.
Proud of you.
It's Hollywood Boulevard Cinema, Bar, and Eatery. And they will be showing the premiere of Kicks on 66 before it hits the YouTube. 6 p.m. is meet and greet with the stars. I will be there, so you can meet and greet with me.
Nice.
And Sean Danger. So pizza and beer will be in the house.
There you
Yes, father and son will be in the house. There's gonna be themed drinks. Now go to the Rocket Pro Wrestling on Facebook to check out those themed drinks. I believe Sam Knight has a themed drink. So does Rion.
So does the Freebirds.
Freebirds as well.
Yeah.
And the premiere of Kicks on 66 starts at 7 p.m.
Awesome. And then for any of you out there who may think like, oh crap, what happens if Shelly falls? Not saying she would, but she just might. She seems clumsy and shit. Don't worry. Bill Shelly will be there to fucking run around the entire theater to slap the hands of everybody who's watching Rocket Pro and then come back and help pick up his wife. Just like he did in the match that she had with her son when she needed him the most, but he still just had to get his shit in. I couldn't go without talking.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect. I knew it's second you mentioned it, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. Oh no, Shelly fell in the 8th row. Yeah, don't worry, babe.
I'm on my way.
I'm gonna be back. She good? Okay.
And yes, there will be a red carpet thingamajig. And yes, the LAM is hosting it once again.
Why? The last two weren't that good. They need to listen, and nothing against the LIM. They try. It's the streaming that's not that good. They got to fix that shit. They got to figure that out. The streaming is rough. Anyways, guys, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just for Wrestling, the JFW Podcast. Continue to listen to the audio where you're picking up our podcast. If you want to watch it, feel free to do so. I'm looking to see how this records this one. I don't think it's going to change. It probably didn't, but I'll see what I can do about figuring it out. So you can see all of us on camera once rather than just me right now, while the other two are, I don't know, for some reason taking pants off. I don't know what they're doing. Doesn't matter, but they're stopped now. You're good. But go to Just Freak Wrestling, JFW Podcast over on YouTube. Subscribe over there. Hit the notification bell. You can watch the episodes as we record them. So that's all I got.
I believe we can
ring the bell in this episode.
God, you sound like a fucking nerd.
I'm such a mutt. I know.
Ring the bell in this episode.
Ring the bell in this episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna count you out. Damn.
Perfect. That's all I'm trying to say.
and I am the Faction Slayer and 1/3 of the IPW Trios Tag Team Champions, Nubby, the Amazing Turtle, Cowabunga.
And I am the king of the combat, top of the food chain, Apex.
And it's an episode of Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW